Now, I believe that the next event to take place in the biblical calendar will be the opening of the sixth seal. Now, there's many reasons that I think this. The main reason is, if you look around, you see the US government filling their underground bunkers, their underground cities, moreover, with stocks of food, and they're ringing around trying to get emergency food to stock them now, and they're doing it now. And then you see all these dodgy government shutdowns. It's because they see things out there and they decide to shut the governments down. It's not due to financial difficulties at all, it's because they've seen things out in space that they're scared of, basically. Another reason why, I asked the Lord many months ago, where are we now in the tribulation? And when I went there and prayed with all my heart, I turned around and there's a real pale horse there. You'll have to see the video. I made a video on it, and that was months ago, so I believe that was telling me that we were at the pale horse then. And that is the fourth seal. And then you got the fifth seal, which is the more saints getting killed. And he says you should rest yet a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were. And now if you look in the Middle East, you'll see massacres of Christians and all this. It's happening now, and it has been happening more in the last couple of months. So we might actually be living in the fifth seal at the moment, waiting for the sixth seal. Now, what is the sixth seal? Well, in plain general terms, it's pole shift. And here we read from Revelation 6:12, and I beheld when he opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of the heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken by a mighty wind, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. See that pole shift there? And it says every mountain and island was removed from their place. It means the crust of the earth has been moved by this outside object. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every freeman hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Now this is referring to our present day as being the DUMBs, the underground bunker city facilities that they have made all across the USA. The USA is the biggest one. In the UK, we don't have it. And this is the point of this video, because the UK, pole shift in the UK will make the UK plate that it sits on drop. The Zetas say that the UK will drop by 20 odd meters, so the seas will roar in and cover that, so it'll seem like the seas have risen by 22 meters when it's really the land. But you get the drift, don't you? If the land drops, then the sea's got to cover, go back to, it's got to find its level. Now the first bit of this pole shift though, sixth seal, is the moon became like blood. Now check this out. This is the 4 blood moons that are coming, the tetrads, and they all fall on Jewish holidays. The Passover there, the Sukkot there, the Passover next year, and the Sukkot there. They all fall on 4 blood moons in a row. So it's 4 total lunar eclipses, and this won't happen for what, 500 years at least. Now check the date of this, 15th of April, Passover. That is a month and a half away now. Now what I want you to draw your attention to was, firstly, we've got to understand that Prince William is the Antichrist. We've got to accept him as he is the false Jesus. He is the counterfeit, he is the DNA clone, he is going to be the top of the pyramid, he is going to be the top of the night Carter. He is going to be the one-eye Horus at the top of the pyramid of the Illuminati one world government, period. So the sooner we get that clear, the easier things will be. And I just want to show you my video where I mentioned this.
For British people.
This is to do with signs to watch for the sixth seal pole shift, and it says, and I just say, for British people
watching the royal family, when they disappear out of the country, obviously they'll make up some story, and then after all this disaster's happened, they'll say, oh well, we didn't know anything about it, but really they absolutely did. So that's another thing. Watch, keep tabs on these, keep them close and watch what they're doing. Like here you got Prince William tries to shoot wild boar in Spain. He was out of the country, so that's another thing to look out for, is watching these people, because they'll want to flee from Britain sinking. They're not going to want to be around during that. They want to be in their Denver properties that they bought next to Denver Airport.
Now, here's the interesting part. Is I seen this mentioned about Australia, and someone was in a conversation with me, and so I started researching the Zeta talk on the pole shift on Australia and New Zealand, and then bang, I seen this news clip today. It's about Prince William visiting New Zealand, right? And then the New Zealand tribe sort of thing, they're saying they don't want nothing to do with him, you can go and shove it. Like, has refused to meet Prince William and Catherine during their royal tour of the country next month, saying that he is not some carnival act to be rolled out at the back of and call of anyone. Beck and call of anyone. The Duke and Duchess of York will be visiting New Zealand on the 7th to the 16th of April. 7th to the 16th of April. Now look, 17th to the 16th of April. The Passover is on the 15th of April. Now, what's the point? Why are you saying that point? Well, my first point is they'll be out the country, like I said. Second point being, have a look at the Zeta talk, go on over and put in Australia, and as you can see from this basic diagram here, what they're saying is New Zealand will rise during pole shift. It says 2/3 of the west side of Australia will sink. The other east side of Australia will rise slightly, but New Zealand will rise even further. It's probably, it's a safe place to be. Now come on. Now what I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to date set or anything, but I'm trying to say, pole shift, blood moon, great destruction, and follows the great trumpet judgments which will come on the Western worlds, the UK, the Europeans, the Americans definitely will all face great will all face great destruction through the trumpet judgments. Funnily enough, if you look at them, you've got like La Palma, which will send mega tsunamis across to the Western countries from Africa. It'll destroy the East Coast, or wipe the people away at least, and destroy a lot of the stuff on the East Coast. It is directed at the West. If he's over in New Zealand, I might be going out on a whim here, but saying that maybe the New Zealand people are quite right in God's mind. I don't know too much about New Zealand culture, but I'm pretty sure these aren't ungodly men. I'm pretty sure they lead a nice life. I'm pretty sure they don't worship devils and worship money and control and kill people. I'm sure they're pretty down to earth, live life and let live and be thankful for what you've got, sort of people. But then you've got William coming over there. Like I said, he's out of the country. So what I'm saying is, pole shift, blood moon, 15th of April, Prince William out of the country, 7th to the 16th of April. You know, and he's in New Zealand, one of the one countries that will easily survive at pole shift, because it's gonna raise up. You know, Zeta talk. It's gonna raise up that part of me. I mean, come on now. Even if it's supernaturally done, you know, he's got to survive to be the man of lawlessness, the beast, the one who demands, the one that will go into God's temple and claim to be God. He's got to survive. But what I'm saying is the timings. I'm not saying that this is the pole shift. What I'm saying is it could be the pole shift, because everything, all the signs are lining up. You know, there being a blood moon that day, the government freaking out and stuff. You know, if the 7-year peace deal gets signed just before this date, late March, early April, then I would be 95% sure about this happening on that day. So I'll just leave you with that anyway. So if you can leave a comment, that'd be great. If you can share it, that'd be great as well. And I just want to apologise because I've got a sore throat, so it might sound, my voice is not there today. I've got a really bad throat, but I thought I tried once today to get this video out, but I couldn't, so I've tried to struggle along. Hope you forgive me for having a crappy voice, but God bless you all, and I hope you have a great day and good health. God bless you all. Amen.